Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, then you're notified of the new videos coming out each week. My name's Glenn Holmes, I'm a boxing fitness coach and educator here in LA. Today, we're gonna be going over one punch at a time, just Mittwork fundamentals, right? I'm gonna break it down. We're gonna go over the 4 fundamental punches and then we're gonna get to body shots as well. So we're going over 6 punches today. I'm gonna go over a few things that I think about and tips and tricks that work for me on catching each one, with the goal of making it feel like the best experience possible for our clients, our boxers, whoever we're working with, making sure their punch feels really solid. So that's the whole goal of today. I know we focus a lot on combinations on this channel, but today I'm gonna break it down one punch at a time so you get a real guide on each punch as to how to catch that with best effect for the boxer possible. Let's get to it. All right guys, so the fundamental punches, obviously the jab's gonna be the first one. So a couple of tips for the jab. It's probably more tricky to catch than you think sometimes because it's your non-dominant side, right? And it's your non-dominant side for the boxer too. But the boxing fundamentals, we always wanna be about shoulder height for the boxer. Make sure they can fully extend through the shot. You can encourage a little step in as well. But just purely on the catching, I like to try and keep my elbow in and the mitt slightly angled in a little bit. So it's not completely flat, because if it's completely flat like this, your wrist is gonna be kind of slightly turned out a little bit. That can impact that wrist joint a little bit. So to make sure everything's nice and solid, kind of have the mitt angled in just a little bit, and then I'm moving the mitt about 6 to 8 inches max. I'm never really kind of going too far like this. Let the punch travel is the key. And the other thing as well, make sure you make the call, right? If you're guessing when they're going to throw the shot and you just kind of, right, it's going to get off. So you're always in control. So for the jab, I just kind of look at the lead shoulder. As soon as I see it start to move, I just go with my mitt and meet him where the arm's fully extended. Ready? So hands are up, jab, jab, good, jab. Now, the jab can tell you a lot, right? You'll feel if it catches the edge or if it catches the top or the shooting down. If it feels not perfectly in the center and it's getting that snap that we want, you'll feel it straight away. So that gives you a chance to then cue and correct. So just for example, if he shoots it off to the side a little bit and it kind of twists the mitt a little bit, it could be like, okay, don't go across, go straight down the line, down the middle, knuckles in the middle, jab, good, jab, good. I like to exhale with the punches as well. That always helps me brace up on impact and I'll release that tension in the shoulders a little bit. Jab, good, jab, good. So pretty simple, but again, it just comes down to timing and practice. Just don't get too big with your movements, allow the punch to travel, and you should feel it right in the center and looking for that snap. Make sure you're making the calls. So that's the kind of things I think about on the jab. A tip that I do that you might be able to use as well. Sometimes I try and twist the pad into the punch a little bit as well. I'll show you that real quick. Sometimes I like to just kind of twist the pad into the glove a little bit. You can see me, I'm kind of lifting my elbow and then on impact I drop the elbow and turn the hand into the punch just a little bit. So it kind of looks a bit like this. Like I'll kind of go like that and then drop into it, and that helps me just reinforce that impact a little bit. Especially if I'm working with someone I haven't worked with that often, which is very rare these days, but that just helps. If you can't feel like you're not quite getting that chemistry and that rhythm in the snap in the jab, that little turn of the pad might help you with that. So try that one out too. So it's a quick example of how I do that one. I'm kind of lifting and twisting onto it, but it's got to be last minute. There, right? Just gives you that little extra pop on the jab. All right, so there you have it on the jab. If you have any questions on how to catch the jab, anything that's working or confusing you or not working for you, drop it in the comments. I'll get right back to you and hopefully I can help you out on catching that punch. All right, so moving on, we're going to catch the cross now. So this is a power punch, so we've got to brace up for impact a little bit. The biggest thing that I can encourage you to do with the cross is just twist your body with it a little bit, tighten your abs and stay back in your shoulder blades and your back, try not to get too rounded, right? So keep your back muscle switched on, twist a little bit and just allow that punch to go right through the pad. Again, shoulder height for the boxer, just a little bit of rotation as you catch it, and again, just making that call is key. This one, I do want it nice and flat, right? Because you're kind of turned in already, so the mitt can be super flat and give them that nice flat surface area. Again, we're trying to avoid too much movement with this stuff. That's kind of the theme of all of this, is just small movement. So let's drill a few crosses and see how we feel. Good, ready? 2, good, 2, good. Make sure they've got that target to punch at. 2, the last thing you want to be doing is going 2 and then meeting it last minute, right? Because they're guessing and relying on you being there. 2, good, 2, there we go, that was a good one. 2, yeah, nice. And there's a little twist into it again. That little turn of the hand helps get that impact and that snap a little bit better. 2, good, 2, good, 2. Just about timing really, and me turning with him and meeting him on impact. So there's how I like to catch the 2. Again, if you have any questions on that one, drop it in the comments, get right back to you. All right, so moving on to the hook, a little bit more complex of a punch. Typically with newer boxers, and when you're teaching this punch for the first time, if you've seen my systems in my online courses and stuff, I always teach this off the 1-2. It just sets the boxer up to land that lead hook a lot better. But if we're just catching a lead hook out of nowhere, a couple of things to think about with the positioning of the mitt. I try not to have the mitt pointing away. It can kind of pull that shoulder out. I like to have the mitt turned up, and it allows me to kind of turn back towards the boxer a little bit and get my body behind that punch a little bit. Same thing again, we exhale with the shot, turn your body into it a little bit, tight hand on impact, and just meet them where the punch is. Ready? 3, good, or hook, whatever you want to call it. Hook, good. He knows what punch is, so I'm just going to say go. Go, good. Make sure the target's there before you call for the punch. Go, good. Go, good. Just slightly turning my lead side into it a little bit. That takes that sting out. If I don't turn, hook, it's got a tendency to kind of pull that shoulder away and pull you off balance a little bit. All the things that we don't want. So with that hook, just stay in your legs a little bit, shoulder height for the boxer, fingers facing up, hook, good, hook, there we go. And again, you want to feel it right in the middle of the pad. Sometimes you'll get clients or your boxers catching the edge. Turn the mitt back towards you a little bit. It allows them to really sink into the middle of the pad for that one. All right, so there's a hook. Moving on, let's get to the fourth punch, the uppercut. So this is a little trickier to catch. Careful with this one, you don't want to be jarring this too much to jam the wrist. So with this, I like to keep the mitt pretty flat, maybe slightly angled up a little bit, so it gives them that surface area to really dig into it and twist into the shot. So kind of creating a ceiling rather than a wall for this one. So again, with the uppercut, I'm going to look at where the range is, just hold it there for a sec. You want that elbow to come out slightly, kind of a mid-range uppercut, rather than like an in-close or like a more bolo, like long-range uppercut. Just going off the mid-range uppercut, you want to be kind of like halfway between where you and your boxer are. So if I'm arm's length, I want to go about halfway with that for the uppercut. That's kind of the range that we're looking for. And again, just same mechanics as you did for the cross, just a little turn of that back shoulder, and just kind of pop the mitt off the glove. Go, good, and stay low, go. Good. Just bring that shoulder through a little bit. Go. Good. Go. That's it. Go. Good. And just a little bounce off the glove as it comes in. Make sure you're paying attention to your boxer's shoulders and the movement. If you're not, it'll catch you off guard and the timing's going to be off. So you just get that, allows you to prepare for the punch coming in. Go. Good. Go. Good. It's right up the middle too. You see, you got the line on the ground right here. It's perfect. I'm holding that mitt about halfway between the distance of us, and I'm holding it right over that line right there. Same with the jab, right? It's on that line. The cross, it's on that line. The hook is just past that line, right? So that line's a good guide. So if you need that, you can use that as well. One more time on the uppercut. Go. Good, nice. And again, where that lands on the pad, you'll feel it. That gives you a chance to cue and correct. All right, let's get to the body shots. Before we do, just a quick reminder, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, then you get notified of the videos coming out each week. Turn those notifications on. Any feedback, issues you have with Padwork at all, leave them in the comments. I'll get right back to you. Hopefully we can help you out with that. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Quick pause in the video just to let you know about my latest video package, the ultimate guide to boxing fitness coaching. If you go to boxingfitnesscoaching.com, you'll get all the information on there. Just a quick minute, while I've got you, just to let you know what's in there. If footwork drills, heavy bag drills, programming your sessions is something that you struggle with, or you need a little bit of help or guidance or inspiration with, just to kind of freshen things up in your sessions, check that out, because in that video package I've put in there 10 really complex boxing combinations that will really help build the skill set for your clients and you as a pad holder and boxing coach. There's also lectures in there from me on things that have worked in my career, on networking, growing your clientele, retaining clients, all that kind of thing. There's also a 6-week training plan in there, so you can use that with your clients. There's footwork drills in there. There's small group training drills for the heavy bag. A ton of stuff. Check it out, boxingfitnesscoaching.com for the ultimate guide to boxing fitness coaching. The link is below. You can use code GLENVIP at checkout, GLENN VIP at checkout, and that'll give you $100 off the package as well. And let me know what you think if you get that package. Thanks for watching. Let's get back to the video. All right, so body shots. Starting off with the jab to the body. So I catch orthodox boxer, they're throwing their lead left hand to the body, right? I'm going to use my right mitt to catch that. The reason being, sometimes when I'm coaching the jab to the body, I like to include that slip so they can step in as well and slip that jab at the same time. So right mitt on the pad, and we're going to step in a little bit to give them that range, and they're going to step in with the shot. mitts it off the body. As soon as we want the punch, that goes tight to the stomach, abs switch on, squeeze your abs tight, and then call for the punch. Jab to the body, good. Jab to the body, good. Nice and relaxed, jab to the body, good. Now we can throw in, we've got the lead hand free, so when I call for the punch, I can throw and he can slip it at the same time. Ready? Go, good, go. No movement at all right here. And again, the punch will tell you everything. You should be able to feel that. Someone who's a harder hitter, you can have them lighten up on the power a little bit, or you could just try and reinforce it with 2 pads if you wanted to do that. But most of the time, you don't really need that. Just keep those abs tight, keep that mitt flat to the stomach, and you should be totally fine. That's how I catch the jab to the body. Okay, the lead hook to the body. I've done a couple of videos on this already, but let's break it down a sec. We're getting close for this as well, because what I like to do is reinforce it with the pad behind. So for the lead hook to the body, again, that mid-range, getting it slightly into range, and I'm gonna angle it off, kind of pointing it diagonally so they can really get under and across with that punch. So we don't want it flat like an uppercut, and we don't want it flat up here like a hook to the head. We kind of want that angle. So that elbow's got to come up a little bit. That's going to help you get your arm and your shoulder and your body behind that punch, right, when they whip it in. So what I like to do is put the right mitt out to catch the punch, and I put the left mitt behind that just to kind of reinforce it so they can really dig into it. And I'll show you a little tip in a minute that gets that extra pop, and you might have already seen this before, but I want the boxers to dip down, get low, and really get under that and dig in, right? So I want to aim about rib height for the boxer. That's the height I'm going to hold it, and the elbow is going to be up, and make sure they can see that target, so they've got to get in position. Ready? Go. Good. Go. Good. I'm just kind of twisting a little bit and just popping that mitt into the glove. Go. Nice. Go. Good. So that sounds really good. Whipping that in, good height, good range. If I go too high, right, it's not really a hook to the body. If I go too low, it's not realistic, right? So just always think about where your positions are for your mitts. That's one thing I want you to take away from today, is each punch that you catch should have a position. These should be pretty standard spots. Your mitts, your hands will just get used to being in those positions for those punches, right? Now, obviously, if you're working with someone taller and short, it's going to change a little bit. But for the most part, you've kind of got your default setting, right? You should never be catching a hook here and then here and then here, right? It should always kind of be in that same kind of zone. Once you start to get your hands in the same zones, everything kind of becomes a little easier and flows a little better. So back to the body shot, rib cage height for the boxer, reinforce the pads. Little out breath as you catch it. Now, what you can do, get that little extra pop, just create a little gap, and that'll knock that onto that, and it'll get an even bigger pop. That was way louder. It worked. Ready? Again. Good. Again. Nice. So try that one. Give yourself a little gap for the body shots, and you'll get that extra pop as well. So a little hack there to get more pop out of that. Everyone in the gym's going to be staring at you after that one. Boom! Look at that. All right, so there's how you catch it. There's 6 fundamental punches. If you want to see how I catch other punches, more advanced punches, drop it in the comments. We'll do a video on that. Thanks for watching, guys. Check this video out here. It's the beginner guide to holding pads, right? Everything you need to know in 30 minutes on that. All of this stuff in a lot more detail. All right, thanks. See you on the next one.